Come on, camera. Focus. I get it. Okay. And the stream's live. Did I save the scene? Yeah, I think I did. Finish. Finalize creation. Alright. And I'm back with another From Software game. Bloodborne. Part 1. It's playing Dark Souls. I thought it was a little slow, so I chose a faster paced game. Ugh. God. Yeah, my hair's a lot better. I washed it. For once. Listened to some music. I'm back now. Refreshed. Awake. Awake is relative, but awake nonetheless. And listening to some music. Did I put the song on loop? There we go. Lighting in the room's good. Camera's good. Alright. You know, this actually looks pretty good. I'm surprised. I adjusted the camera position, but I would still need to adjust my mic, I think. But I don't know exactly what to do with the mic, besides leave it where it is, which isn't exactly a fix. No, just out of this thing. I thought I'd do a full playthrough of this since I just ran through the game oddly on my 3-hour live stream. By the way, check that out. It's not terrible. I thought I'd do one more stream, end off the night, test out how the new camera position is. I'd like to get feedback on that, but I bet I won't. Alright. Now on gameplay. You move so much faster in this game. It's awesome. Hunter's pistol. Okay. And then this. And we're off. It's funny to think I'm starting to get somewhat consistent views throughout all my videos, even though I don't upload much. But I would like to start doing that more. Go back here. Yeah. I would like to start uploading more on this channel. But I'd also like to gain more subscribers and get comments on, you know, how it is, what I should do differently. But, That was not great. I would say I know this game better than I know Dark Souls, mainly because Dark Souls is a lot more complicated. I would say Dark Souls is overall a bigger game than this one, but this one has better textures, definitely more interesting weapons, while slightly less, still more interesting. And yeah. Overall, in my opinion, it's a slightly better game. But the original feel of Dark Souls 1 was is interesting. It's good. It creates a weird atmosphere. I listened to some music while I was off. Got some soap up my nose. That wasn't great. Forgot my name at one point and age. Ugh. You know, I think my two favorite artists are, one of them I'm subscribed to on YouTube called Pro Leader, and then the other one, Pro Leader does remixes of 50s music, and he does really good remixes. And then there's also Weezer, which is another one of my favorite bands of all time, and they were in town recently, but I opted not to go to them, to go to a convention with my friends, which, in all honesty, not that the convention was bad, but I almost think I should have gone to see Weezer. I love music so much, and then I'm like, my really good headphones that I play with, but I play using all the time, or play music on all the time, broke. Oof. And that one made me really disappointed. But, it's okay. Eventually. I found an old sound system in my garage that I got to set up in my room. So it's all good. I am really excited for when Dead Cells releases, because then I'm gonna actually be able to do content on a new game. This guy didn't drop anything. Get him. Oh man, I missed it. Oh. Let's get this, and then... This is going to be more of a normal playthrough compared to the other one I did. There. Such a good weapon. In your first playthrough, that is. Man. I seriously wish I could just play music a lot more during these things, or at least out loud. Because I like singing along to music a lot. I have a horrible voice for it, but still. I enjoy doing it. Okay. And two really good songs to listen to from Pro Leader have to be the remix of Having a Party by Sam Cooke. And then, well, these are remixes at least. And then he has one from Mac the Knife by Louis Armstrong. And Sunny Side of the Street by Ella Fitzgerald. All really good remixes of songs. But, like, original content-wise, he has one song called, what is it called again? It's, well, April Showers is, like, his most well-known one. Has a really good beat. And then there's, what is it called? I can't remember right now. I believe it's, I don't want to try guessing and my brains get installed by the gameplay. Oh, it's called Throw It Back. That's another really good song where he has a guest singer. He usually does instrumental music. And it's really good for the most part. There are very few songs that I don't like from him. And then there's also like Weezer, which is a stark contrast, which is like a alternative rock, I guess you'd call them. But they're a good band nonetheless. I will listen to any music though, considering. I mean, I listen to a lot of 70s, 80s, 50s music. 70s music is weird though. I would say 50s is its own style in itself, and then so is 80s, but like the 70s time was weird. But there's nothing wrong with 70s music. It's more just personal taste. And I've never quite enjoyed 70s as much. Well, like, I don't know, AC/DC was 80s. Led Zeppelin, I'm almost positive. Was Led Zeppelin, I believe, is 80s, possibly early 70s. And then, I know Weezer was 1990s, and then, what is another band that I was thinking of? I can't remember right now. Oh, Rolling Stones. Rolling Stones has a lot of good songs, too. Sympathy for the Devil. What is it? Fighting Man, or Man... It's like Fighting on the Streets, or Fighting Man. It's one of those, I believe is what it's called. Really good either way. Okay. Yeah. A lot of good music out there in the world. I have a playlist on Spotify with, I believe, around 1,300 songs, close to it. And it spans a total of like almost a week long. I do have songs on there that are remixes, but I wouldn't exactly call them the same song, because remixes always add something new, in my opinion. Yeah, that's why music is truly something that's really important to me. I mean, I like video games a lot, but like if I had to choose between the two, I don't think I'd be able to. That's why I'm also glad that my school also now is allowing headphones to be worn, because it's really relaxing, I guess, to when you can wear headphones every day, or at least for me it is. Because I listen to music so much, it's weird to think that I couldn't listen to music. So I'm happy about my sound system. I would like to get a nicer one day, but it's all good. I set it up myself, so... There you go. He's not dead. Alright. I'm gonna... Is there an overhead swing? There we go. Good enough. Duck's gonna come first. Yep. Man, the camera always gets weird when they track these things. 50s, 60s, 70s music, around that. And then there's also, like, old piano music is good too. But I'm like, piano music is more relaxing. Kind of like the 50s instrumental music. There's a song that I listen to go to sleep a lot called, it's by Boogie, I've never figured out how to say the name, Boogie Balik. And it's called Goodnight Moon, which is actually, it's not a lullaby, but it's actually a very just calming song in general. But Pro Leader does more upbeat stuff. I like more upbeat music in general, but like, I don't know. It's just how you interpret it, I guess. Like Sum 41, another really good band, Green Day. But Green Day has a bunch of memes, so... Or at least, they're a punk band, and they get made fun of a lot. Nope. Just focusing on this real quick. Talking about music, I guess. I don't know. I've made my Spotify playlist private, but I've thought about at least doing, or at least rearranging the songs on the playlist and then putting it out on Spotify. It's just kind of there. Just so people can listen to it. I don't know who'd want to listen to my playlist of 70s. Like, I don't really have much modern music on there. Unless it's from the early 2000s. In which case I like the music from the early 2000s for the most part. But most, like 2010 and beyond is where I stop kind of enjoying music. At least from, unless it's remixes or anything. But most music on the radio is not great these days. At least in my opinion. Not that there's anything wrong with it, but I just don't really like it. Alright. You know, I was also looking over my other live stream. And I forgot to mention my friends' channels again. I never promised that I'd promote their channel or anything, but I was just like, you know, I thought I would. Even though, my friend Aurora Killer, who has 61 subscribers, so more than me, but, you know, doesn't hurt for promotion. And then my friend Benji, who has 10 subscribers, and I have 12. But I have a feeling the audiences overlap for the most part. Mainly because I basically know everyone that's subscribed to me in real life for the most part. Oh, I almost forgot to collect some items. Anyways. But yeah. It's fun just to do this, to be supported by my friends and everything. Because for the most part, I have 2 friends that have channels themselves, and I mean, I know Benji, Trent, whatever you want to call him, he's been trying to upload content on a regular basis. And then my friend who runs Aurora Killer, that channel, is uploads content actually pretty regularly, at least more than us. He has 50-something videos, so clearly a lot more than us. Oof. And I applaud the dedication, at least, to this, because I'm like, I just feel as if my commentary isn't good enough every time I upload, but I'm trying to branch out with more with what I'm doing lately. I've been hanging out with friends more, trying to do stuff I'm not usually comfortable with. Okay, how am I gonna... Oop. I didn't want to aggro all of them. Yeah, it's just... I don't know, I've been in a weird funk lately. And it's been nice getting to meet new people, going out and doing more things with people I know. Oof. That could have been... Okay. Yeah, and I really support doing stuff with people, with friends, you know, and that looks bad. I'm just trying to do stuff, get out of your comfort zone for once, and actually trying to get out in the world, which is what I've been trying to do more. At least I think I have been. Albeit my other friends will tell me I'm still just as introverted as ever, but, you know, it's a slow thing. It's a stop and start method. I feel when I'm more relaxed, I make better commentary. When I'm nervous about it, it's not good for anyone, really. My newest Dark Souls video, I wouldn't say is the best, but I got more relaxed as the stream went on with my Bloodborne 1, and then Dark Souls 1, I was just, you know, early in the morning, I guess. For some reason, my viewer base only watches videos when I either do it somewhat late at night and somewhat early in the morning. And it's a very strange contrast, but I'm okay with it. Because those are the best times to stream for me. Please stop. Okay. But yeah, those are the two best times to stream for me. I will be playing basically games I feel like playing. Right now I've been feeling just like playing Bloodborne and Dark Souls, albeit casually. That's why I think I should start doing Saints Row, because oof, that's a game that I enjoyed a lot, actually. Because I started playing video games actually pretty late. I didn't get an Xbox till 3 or 4 years after it launched. And it was kind of closer to the end of its, like, life cycle. I remember that. I remember after I got it, it was, like, 1 or 2, like, years before it actually stopped getting games. And I was like, oh, well, I'm a little bit late to the party, but... And then the first system I ever got was a DS with Super Mario on it. And I really enjoyed that. And then the first system I ever played was when I was like 6, possibly earlier. And I played, I had a PlayStation 1 that was given to me. And at the time I didn't really appreciate it. But I'm starting to get into collecting older consoles. And I almost regret getting rid of it now. Because the PlayStation 1, now looking back at it, has a lot of good games. Like Metal Gear and Crash Bandicoot, the trilogy. And those are those are certainly games that definitely deserve the praise they have gotten. Gotten. Okay. Just making sure I collect everything. But, yes. I just recently went to a convention and got a Nintendo 64. And, not a great convention. I mean, it was definitely bigger than the past ones I went to. But there was a lot of stuff to do, and I got separated a lot from my friends. So, I mean, while it was fun, it wasn't, like, I like the other ones a little bit better. In one of the conventions, I was cradled by a man dressed as Jesus. So, I mean, interpret it how you will, but, I mean, it's certainly an interesting experience. Yeah. They're all good memories, even though at one of the conventions I guess most of my friends probably will say I've had a stroke there. But, looking back on it, it's really, like, fond memory. Like a... Yeah. And then I'm back here. I just want to do this real quick, though. Okay. Wow, that was a horrible angle. I gotta remember that I'm not playing this game anymore, and that... Or actually... Well, eventually there are gonna be people watching this. Probably tomorrow. I know it's kind of late tonight, but... I thought I'd do it. I would like to get some feedback on how the new camera kind of position is, and some feedback on basically what games I should play. I've thought about streaming some like Super Mario Odyssey, just because I really like platformers actually. One of my favorite types of games. And so I believe... Wow. Yeah, so I'll go back now. Did I gotta double check before I leave, just so I don't... I did not open this door. I have to go around, of course. But yeah, I would like to know if, or at least get a comment getting a response about how the camera looks, if I should play Super Mario Odyssey, if anyone would want to see that. Because I'm decent at platformers. Arguably my favorite type of game. Because I really like Crash Bandicoot. I mean, like, but that's more of a game that's just frustrating. And I know that if I'd play it, then I'd actually have to, like, I don't know, beat the game and, like, do good at it. So what I mean by that is, like, go for the gold times on all the, go for all the gold times for the relics. And then, like, I can't level up yet, of course. I can't upgrade my weapon. Get the dialogue out of the way. Okay, yeah. Yep. Early game, it doesn't matter how you upgrade weapons, really. Actually, no wait, it does. So yeah. Oh, I don't have any insight. Whoops. And then, is there anything else I can... And then there's 35, 30... I have to. Is there... I can get more of those and I can get more of those, and... I'll buy 2 pebbles just to get that so I can start storing them. Oh, I can buy the saw spear. I never knew that. Or I usually collect the weapon first. And then I'll go to Central Yarnum. I really should get a haircut. I'm starting to look like a Beatles member. Or like I have a permanent hoodie beanie. But I'm getting used to the look. Even though I don't think many people watched this video, even as many as people who watched my my Dark Souls Part 2, which was only 8 people. I had 20 viewers one time, but 20 views one time, and I would like to get that, at least on this video, mainly because I feel like my commentary is getting better. But I'm trying to work on the silences that I'm getting, where my brain stops and I just kind of go quiet for a very long time. Just kind of relaxed, not... It's late at night, and if you watch this video later, then it'll be either whatever time of day it is, so sometimes it's nice to just unwind. Even though I'm playing arguably one of the most irritating games in the world, at least according to my friends. Just get that. Come on. Get down here. Whatever. Oof. Yeah. You know, I have been getting slightly bored with music lately. And movies. There hasn't been much good stuff, just quality entertainment stuff out lately. Not that I'm saying that my stuff is quality, but still. I'm trying. And I have a feeling, or at least I feel that people who are in their entertainment business, whether it's playing video games, creating video games, or even creating movies and music, they should have the best interests of the people they're creating the music, movies, and entertainment for, really. But, in my opinion, these videos are mainly just for me and my friends. I may not make the best content, but I try to keep it better. I do have one video, the Salt and Sanctuary video, and that was a collaborative effort with me and my friend Aurora, who edited that. And I would like him to edit more of my videos, but I decided that since I can't get in contact with him, I'd rather just live stream. Mainly because it's easier, and my computer and Wi-Fi won't go crazy when I try to upload. Not that I don't have a good PC or that my Wi-Fi is bad, but it takes a very long time, and I'd rather just have it so it's just kind of up and out. And while I was also away taking a shower and remembering to eat lunch for once, I found out that Atlas put out a new trailer for put out a trailer for a new game that they're gonna make, Persona Q2, and in one of my videos, I believe I said I don't know if I said I don't like paying attention to the story, or I'm just bad at paying attention to the story, but either way, I'm actually a very big fan of RPGs, and I've thought about I've thought about getting Octopath Traveler, but that game's being recorded a lot of, well, game's being recorded a lot and it's very popular right now. And I've thought about doing that, but I don't know. Because I'm a big fan of the Persona series, and I think I'd actually want to try recording some of the original Persona games. Persona 5's weird, though, especially towards the end, because it almost feels like the developers actually kind of stopped trying a little bit with the dungeons. Not to say that they're bad. Yeah. Yep. Not to say that the game's bad, but certainly not great. At least towards the end, that is. Doing my hand motions. I wonder if I can hit him. Yep. But yes, I definitely believe the Persona games are really good games, with good stories for the most part, but they, no offense to them, but they quite literally all play the same, for the most part. Persona 5 plays the best out of all of them, but I think story-wise, 4 and 3 were better. But the sad part is Persona 4 Golden, which is the remake with more DLCs, or more DLC content, actually only released for the PS Vita, the one system that no one in history bought. Or at least, if they did buy it, they all returned them. You know, it's kind of funny to think after the fall of the PSP. I mean, the PSP was a very, very good system. And it's funny that it was followed up by the PS Vita. The PS Vita had the opportunity, definitely, to be a better system than the PSP, but I don't know. I just think it was a wasted opportunity. The PSP was weird though, but I find its like weird retroness kind of cool, because it was the system that played micro DVDs and had a small disc reader in the back of the console, and I find that inventiveness actually cool. Because you'd never see something like that. Nowadays, at least. Because the Nintendo Switch runs on cartridges, the 3DSs run on cartridges. Oh, speaking of which, the Persona Q2 is actually only releasing for the 3DS. And it has not been released, or hasn't not announced a Western release date yet. But, even so, it'll be a good game. Yeah, it'll definitely be a good game when it releases. Like the Fire Emblem series. Another good series of games, good plots. I've played each, well, besides the Fire Emblem Echoes, I believe what it's called. I've played all the Fire Emblem games on the 3DS, and they're good. I mean, they're one of my favorite games on the system besides the remakes of Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask. They also had a kind of cartoonish remake of Link to the Past, which overall is my favorite Legend of Zelda game. Just because I like the art style and the old gameplay. Actually, I don't know which. Majora's Mask or Link to the Past would probably be my favorite. Is a toss-up between my two favorite Legend of Zelda games. They're both really good. This stream may run longer than my other ones, but I think it'd be alright. There's nothing wrong with doing something you enjoy. Unless it's stealing, in which case don't do it. You know, words of advice to live by. Man, I'm getting really tripped up by my camera and the invertedness of it. Because when I raise my right hand on the camera, it shows up on the left side for me. And so it's very strange to look at. Because I'm left-handed and not great with directional control. Now, I believe I got the item on the rafters in the other area, but I'm inclined to check. Because I don't remember. Yes, now I got that item. I can upgrade my character. So, yeah. I'm starting to get used to streaming, the idea of it, and if anything, I just want to make good content that my friends can watch and enjoy. Even if other people that I don't know do watch it, there's nothing wrong with it. Because I know that someone's gonna watch this video, and someone may gain something from it. Possibly. Or it'll just be me rambling. Like always. Is this guy still alive? Huh. But yeah, I definitely believe that, that is something I'd like to do, or at least I hope my friends that watch my channel enjoy the content. I don't get much in terms of reference of if they do or don't like it, but it's all good. They haven't complained about it yet, so I'm trying to think of other things, of songs, music, songs and music are synonyms, entertainment things that I like to talk about. I don't know. Movie-wise, movies and TV shows haven't been great lately, unless you watch the show, Limitless, which only ran for one season, but it's one of my favorite TV shows of all time. And I really think that it's a great show to just binge. I think there are 25 episodes. At least that's what yeah, I think there are 25 episodes, but I'm not sure. And it's such a great series, just to watch. It's about a drug called NZT, and in the plot of the show and movie, there's also a movie that is really good, but I believe the TV show is a lot better. That increases, it allows you to unlock 100% of your brain every time you take this drug. And the way they portray, like, how people are smart in this show is a lot better than in other shows, in my opinion. Because in other shows, it'll just show the main character have some sort of seizure, and then, like, numbers will start flashing on screen, and the guy will be like, I'm smart, and then they'll just say really big words, which meant to confuse the audience, really. Even though they really could be substituted for, like, slightly dumbed down words, in my opinion. And then they'll be like, I can solve the case, no problem. But in this, they actually do connections instead, Whereas instead of just solving the problem outright, they actually, like, it's a cop show, kind of, so they piece it together using actual clues and everything, and it's really cool. They also have very good music on for the show, and I really believe that if you don't watch the show, then there's a soundtrack on Spotify, or a playlist on Spotify that you should listen to, or whoever's watching this should listen to, because it's such a... They did a really good job at finding music that fit the show, and you can watch the whole series on Netflix, I believe. It was taken off of air because it's controversial, because people think, or well, at least it's thought that they shouldn't condone drug usage in TV shows. I was just canceled. It's really funny that my friends believe that I'm the craziest guy in the group, but I'm doing such a casual playthrough of one of the hardest games I've ever played. Leave this guy healing. Yep. I don't know. My goal, at least for music-wise and Spotify, is that one day I hope to get to the point, yeah, I didn't collect that item, is to eventually get to a point where I have around 2,000 something songs on my Spotify playlist. I'm not gonna stop at 2,000, but I just think it's a good goal, if anything. And yeah, speaking of like good headphones and everything, because I'm very into listening to music, good corded headphones are better than wireless headphones overall, sound-wise. Like, if you're more into quality over everything, then corded headphones are way better. But like, I can only wear wireless headphones, mainly because of the fact that I just ruin the cords on my corded headphones. And that's more of a my fault thing. Like, corded headphones are not bad by any means, but I am certainly not one equipped to, or accustomed to wearing them. And makes me kind of sad to a degree, because I had a very nice pair of wired headphones, and I had to start looking into getting wireless ones because I accidentally ruined the cord. But they were such good headphones because they were great at separating sound, which a lot of headphones these days, like I believe what is popular? Beats is very popular. Beats are not good headphones. Beats are synonymous with branding, in my opinion. It's I don't really listen to music much, but I want people to think I'm cool, so I'll wear a pair of Beats. And if you wear those, I believe if you want to listen to music and you want to listen to music good, anything from Sony or the German company known as Sennheiser make very good headphones for listening to music on. And I can definitely vouch for them as a company because I've worn a lot of headphones from Sony, and I've listened to a few pairs of headphones from Sennheiser. And personally, I really like Sennheiser a lot better, but it mainly comes down to the fact of Sennheisers are very expensive headphones. I mean, so are Sony. Good pair of Sony headphones. But I actually have an old pair of Sony headphones that I've thought about giving away to some of my friends, or one of my friends. They are called the, like, XB... like, Sony has a very weird name. of how they name their headphones. But here's what I will say: they're called the bass booster headphones, and all they do is, yeah, they do exactly what they said. They have a button that says boost bass on them, and well, they are a really good pair of wireless headphones because I've had them for 4 years and they have not really broken down on me. By today's standards, they're no means that great of a headphone anymore. But I will say quality-wise, they were good. And I think you can get a new pair for around like $50 online. I mean, for a decent pair of headphones, that's actually really good. Because, oh man, I messed up. But yeah, for a decent pair of headphones, that's actually not that bad. For the quality and how long they last, I would argue that it's really good. That's just me. And, I don't know. I find it funny that I'm returning to school somewhat soon. And, now's the time that I start wanting to hang out with my friends a lot more. And I find myself wanting to, recording more. I've had this channel for a long time now, and I haven't uploaded anything to it. And now that I'm starting to get used to it, I'm learning I enjoy it a lot. But I also needed a hobby, because I do swimming a lot, and swimming, it's a good sport. It definitely is an intense workout, and I do that year round. But other than that, I don't really have the time to do much else. But I really like playing video games, and I've thought about, doing Rubber Band. But I've thought about doing this a lot more. Just streaming with friends and everything. Because it's been on our minds a lot, but we just all really have stuff to do. But it's certainly something that I think hobbies in general are good for people, and having a good set of friends really to just keep I'll keep that. 15, 12, 12, 12, 10. Yeah. I definitely believe that having a good set of friends around you at all times is really must. Ones that support you, certainly. Not that friends wouldn't, but, it's always nice. And, I think the other problem I have with watching my streams, like, while I'm doing the commentary, is that the lag behind the words when I talk make it a lot harder to formulate the words I want to make, the sentences I want to say in my head. And so then I end up just getting stumped, and I end up being quiet for a long time. And I don't know. I want to get better at it. Just like I want to, I talked to Eileen, So I've done everything. So now it's just down to the 2 bosses. But I definitely want to get better at doing this stuff. And then at least, if I can figure it out, then helping also my friends help figure it out. Not to say they don't know what they're doing, but it's always nice to get help. Especially on things that you want to do like this. Because it's just nice. That's why I support the channel a lot. It's because they're my friends. And, I feel, not that I feel the need to support them, and not that they're doing not good on their own channels, but it's certainly it's a choice I've decided to do. So I need to take some time out of my videos and plug their channels a little bit. Like, on the Benji Bones YouTube channel, group content. But, I definitely want to try doing solo. Yeah, I don't think... I like doing content with my friends, but sometimes it's kind of hard, because when you have 3 people in one room, all trying to talk about something, it just becomes hard to talk a little bit. Not that it's hard to talk around friends, I'm just saying it's more... it's certainly more of a thing where it's like you won't be heard as well. Oof, this boss is really getting me the edge of the bridge. But yeah, it just makes it somewhat difficult is all. Talk about. Trying to talk about something when there are a bunch of other people in the room with you. And it's not like you want to tell them to not talk, or that what you have to say is any more important. Mainly because I make fun of my friends a lot. Not like in a mocking way, but more of a joke. Okay. And now... that did not land like I wanted it to. Can I... yes. Oh, yeah. Did it. And that's what I have to say about that. Yeah. I don't know why. I believe I went from 13 to subscribers to 12. Or maybe I... yeah, I don't know. So 13, 7, yeah. I definitely want to do slightly more like Dead Cells or something content, because it's more of a, in my opinion, Dead Cells is more of a slightly casual game, I guess. It is a very hard game, because it's like it's a Dark Souls-like game, but at the same time, it's gonna be, in my opinion, it doesn't look as difficult, but looks can be deceiving, clearly. At least when playing games like these. Because I originally went into Dark Souls... I played Dark Souls 3, was my first From Software game. And then I learned that that was actually a very difficult game. And that's what got me into this, is because I played Dark Souls 3 after I played Majora's Mask, and both great games, but they're And not that they have the same gameplay style, but it's to the degree of I actually have to think about what I'm doing. Legend of Zelda more so because it's a puzzle-based game, whereas this is just fully combat. Too much besides your dodge timing and parries if you're good at those. But I'm not good at. But yeah, it's of the same vein of I have to think about what I'm doing before I do it, and I like that style of game where you actually have to sit back and think. But at the same time, I've seen gameplay of Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, and while Breath of the Wild looks like a good game in its own merit, it's something I don't think I'd play, mainly because it just changes up the formula a little too much for me. Because as much as I like open world games, I just don't know how the game. I'm very used to the route of progression. It's very common amongst these games. And I generally... There's nothing wrong with linear styles of games, but I think open world games have just become a little too popular recently. Like that, it's definitely than me, of course, but I don't know. I just think some trends are becoming just a little too cashed in on in small doses. Now I need to equip I believe the tiny music box. Yes. I wanted to get the hand lantern too. I'll have to get that in a minute. Also, a funny thing for this boss fight, not that the boss does anything special, but it makes it slightly clear for games. Through walls, likes it this game, especially with, because then it just becomes almost a degree. I mean, it's still hard, but less so. Especially in this game, how comfortable I am with. Is he gonna... There we go. Oh, I'm dead. The very nature of the combat in this game is strange because it's just my other videos, and that is true to the degree of system works in this game, because it makes it so if I get hit, then my bar will turn to like a shade of orange, and then it'll make it so if I hit an enemy while my bar is still orange, my health bar is still orange, then I will... Whoa. That was strange. Did it again. My PS4 is just breaking right now. But it makes it just so that it's, so it's just you hit an enemy and then they hit you back, and then it's like an endless cycle. Whereas compared to Dark Souls, you can like block and stuff, but there's one shield in the game that's actually useful. There's the wooden shield, which I don't even know I'd consider using it, and then I don't know, which I can't upgrade any more stats. I guess I'll keep strength. No, I'd rather have endurance because then I'd get one more attack in. And that's what I think about that. I think that it's a weird style that just that's what it supports. But because Dark Souls, in my opinion, is a lot more methodical, because you just sit down, you actually figure out the enemy's attack patterns, and then you can Oh, I can't. Yeah, you have to sit down, you actually have to think about what they're doing, and then you can attack. Whereas in this game, it's just who attacks faster. It's more of a quick draw type thing. And the gameplay is like how I did the other night, where I beat the game in 3 hours. Will I, unless it's asked for. But it certainly is a game that I really enjoy, and it really suits everything to a degree, because if you just want to run through the game as fast as possible, there are only like Gascoigne, Vicar, Shadows, Rom, what's his face? Oh my god, the guy that killed me a bunch. What is his name? Mikolash. And then there's the Wet Nurse and Gurman and the Moon Presence. So there are really only 8 bosses in the game, but I think there are a lot more. I think there are around 20 almost, or maybe 20 exactly. But I mean, that's how many bosses there just are. And that's crazy to me that you can only have to defeat 8 out of that many, and it's... I mean, so you can do a very long just game of this, or you could run through it as fast as possible, and then, again, it's just whatever you want to do, really. This is definitely, I would say, the From Software game I'd recommend for people, for like beginners and stuff, because like I don't think Dark Souls and the Dark Souls series has a reputation about it, so I wouldn't almost recommend those first, even though I would but I would recommend this game because it's a lot faster, and just the style of gameplay, in my opinion, is slightly easier. Not to say that it isn't easy. I mean, not to say that it isn't hard, but still, it's, in my opinion, the easiest out of the Soulsborne series. And, yeah. Oh yeah, and I don't think I've ever showed what my character looks like. I definitely want this to be, hopefully, what just shows up as my YouTube just clip, my, like, tag for the video. It's just my face cam, and... Hold up. Nope, I'm still doing it wrong. This guy. Right here. This would be an awesome, like, picture. Oh man, look at that. Look at that. Side definition, though. That chin is so good. Well, I think I'm gonna end the stream here. How long did I go for, actually? Let me see. Yeah, I don't know. I think I'll end the stream here. I'll pick up tomorrow. If you liked the video, then remember to hit the like button. If you're new to the channel and you like this style of gameplay, this is my first, what I would say, actually good video. So, subscribe, because I'm gonna start releasing regular content, and that's a promise, I think. And, please comment. Tell me how I did. This is new for me, so I'd like to know how I'm doing. Nope. Please. And now I gotta get up and stop the stream. Ugh. Oof.